Let's go for a little canyon ride. It's funny, it's cloudy, but somehow I'm still sweating through this. What I intend to do today is ride through Trabuco Canyon. Trabuco Canyon is of the more woodsy type of rides that you can get if you're here in suburbia, Southern California, where it's just track homes non-stop and being landlocked with a bunch of suburban housing. And you know, that could get a little dry, as you can imagine. We're gonna be bobbing and weaving through the canyon. We're gonna be riding through a little bit of twisties and seeing just how much I like this ride. All right, so maybe it would help to give a little rundown of how do you even get to Trabuco Canyon? Where is this located? It's in South Orange County. It's bordering the areas of the 241 toll road. And the main road that you want to look out for on a map is Santiago Canyon Road. Whether you're coming from the 91 and going through side streets and just eventually hit that road and kind of take it all the way, you could do that. Coming from where I was at, I was able to get off the 55 and, you know, go on Chapman and able to do that as well and just take Chapman until it turns into the road. So we're still in the sort of residential, again, not so scenic area, but that's pretty much how you get here. If you look up Cook's Corner and kind of iconic places that are in there with it, you can definitely get a read on where the road is and where you can ride, because the ride that I'm going to do, I'm not really going through every little part of Trabuco Canyon itself. It's just there's a main road that you can go on, and it's really fun. I just like it a lot. You ever seen a cruiser hit some twisties? Well, if you haven't, you're gonna see a guy lightly hit them today. And so when you take Chapman, this is what happens. It turns into the end of the road over here. And it's cool because there's some parks that you can go to, and it's really nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We see more blue. See more blue. Let's go. Let's go. And the clouds are going away as soon as we were showing up to this dead end where Trabuco Canyon starts. That's amazing. Okay, so this is where the ride gets real. See, look at all these bikes out. There's now 4 bikes at an intersection, and we're all just awkwardly staring at each other. You got a Honda Goldwing over there, you got a naked sport bike, you got a sport bike, you got everyone. You know, again, all shapes and sizes. Trabuco Canyon does not discriminate. We allow any bike in there, including this top-heavy cruiser that is not meant to carve canyons. So, automatic Goldwing, come on, man. All right. Let's get this show going. It's usually not this ugly, too. I guess it usually kind of is, but when it rains like it has been over the past few years in California, we've actually been getting some rain, minus all the fires that you've been seeing. Usually, this is all green. So when it's spring and we've had some good rain season and, you know, these hills are all green, it's super pretty, man. Oh, look at this guy with the Punisher skull. Wow. We got our first sport bike behind me. Let's see if he passes. I feel bad because there's no way in hell I'm going to be going faster than this guy. But who knows? Maybe he's chill. Maybe he just wants to have a nice cruise. It's really these cyclists that kind of freak me out, because sometimes they get out of the bike lane and are just trying to get clotheslined, apparently. But so this is the start of the trail, guys. Like I said, you take Chapman, you end up at that intersection. That's kind of the start of it, if you will. And you gotta watch out for deer, that's for sure. Deer are a factor. Hey, watch me hit this turn. Oh. Sport bike guy. I'm like, wow, look at this guy. This cruiser. All right, right turn, here we go. You got Irvine Lake here too. Irvine Lake's pretty nice, usually a good view. Wow, that's Irvine Pond, dude. That didn't look like the lake at all. What really gets cool with this ride is when we eventually hit underneath the trees and we're ducking and weaving branches. I'm kidding, it's not actually that low, but oh, we got a dual sport, guys, let's go. The really nice part about this too is that in terms of skill level, Like, I've gone up and down mountains and Glendora Mountain Road, GMR, for those that know, and it is not super fun to be chasing people on a cruiser. This is also a very, very easy, welcoming ride. If you are a new rider, you will 100% be okay riding this. Like, this is so tame, but no harsh hairpin turns. It's pretty much as easy as it gets in terms of a, you know, sort of canyon to ride, if you will. Like, this is just easy going. If you've heard of Cook's Corner, it's a very, very famous biker bar out here. You know, when I say biker bar, it's not the salty spittoon. It's cool because there's so many bikes. It's like a bike show every time you go there. And it's just a cool, low-key dive bar. It's a really cool spot that kind of creates a pivot point of where you want to go on the trail. And we're going to pass by it here. We'll give it a look. Oh, well, there is Cook's Corner. That came up way quicker than I remember. But you could see, I mean, look at all the areas where they would usually have bikes lined up. Bikes would be stacked just all the way through. But I made a left here. So when you get to Cook's Corner, I don't know the street, bear with me. But if you hang a left at Cook's Corner, you have a good opportunity to do more of the canyon riding that I'm talking about. So what I would say is Santiago Canyon Road isn't inherently that crazy or cool, but what I'm referring to as Trabuco Canyon is more so this. Got a lot of Harley riders out here. Look at this blind drop off. Look how sketchy that. Yeah, the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but that looks so sketchy going down that. Alright, this is where it gets a little more fun. You got to be really careful of this gravel out here on the side. Just take it slow, especially if this is your first time out here. Definitely don't take this fast. This is a very cool part. This is where I'd say Trabuco Canyon really shines. You know, you got the shade. It's nice and cool. You're not going super fast. Yeah, as I mentioned before, you do got to be a little bit more careful because it's just a windier road. You don't want to fly into a turn. I'm going to just take this, you know, nice and slow. Oh, the Amazon truck's going to slow me down. Come on. That's the only bummer about this ride is that if you get stuck behind a car, it's a little bit lackluster going 20 miles per hour. There's this fine balance of having fun and doing dangerous stuff, and you know you gotta toe that line here. I might just slow down and let this car go. There's no one behind me. Cause look, man, I wanna show a little action on the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Twisties are a little bit twistier, right? You gotta look through these turns a lot more. But dang, are they cool. Dual sport guy, let's go. Alright, you gotta be careful here. I'm gonna flip at you. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, so what's nuts about this area is that gate used to not be there, and that road used to not be paved. That used to just be a straight up dirt road. I guess that's no longer a thing. That used to be a really cool little off-road trail, but no moss, I guess. Dang, that's a bummer. Oh, these bikers. Almost gave that guy a high five. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so let's go through this at a moderate pace. But I will hit one of those. And I will hit one of these. And I will give it some of that. It's fun. When there's no car in front of you and you can just speed up just for a moment and then slow down for the next turn, it makes it that much more fun. Here we go. This is what we were waiting for. Here we go. Oh yeah. Careful. A little quick downshift, little brake action. Whoops. Yeah, I didn't see you there. Then you got the cars. I'm gonna slow down this time for reals. Here's a hack. Don't do stupid stuff where you're gonna cut across a double yellow and try to pass a car. Just slow down and take it easy. But look at how pretty this is, man. Did you ever think that Southern California had this? I bet you didn't. I bet you didn't. All right. Now watch me drive. Again, the camera might be making it look a lot faster than I'm going, but I'm going about 50. So, Mom, relax if you're watching this. So I think I realized the gauge for this. If a ride makes me laugh, if it makes me scream, giggle, do something in between, that's a good ride. That's at least an 8 on the scale. Now I'm going to give this little short part of Trabuco Canyon, yeah, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. Going nice and slow, I'm going to slow down and, you know, kind of let this car get ahead of me because I don't want to pass it and be doing some unsafe stuff, but man, it's fun. It's fun when it just feels wide open and you can kind of hammer on it a little bit. Here's sort of my final review, if you will, of the whole Trabuco Canyon, Santiago Canyon, whatever canyon you want to call it. The ride that I did today was really fun. Santiago Canyon, going to it and taking that road out to Live Oak Canyon, I believe was the name of the road. It was pretty cool. It was nice, scenic, had some cool kind of mountainish type of views. It feels a little more desolate, and the turns aren't that crazy, which some can say can make it a little more vanilla. I like to think a little more positive and just say that it's beginner friendly. When you go to Live Oak, you make that left turn from Santiago Canyon onto Live Oak to go through that canyon that I was in with the trees overhanging. That was really fun. I liked it a lot. I would give that an 8 out of 10. Overall ride, let's give it a strong 7.5 out of 10 for my rating. I'm gonna keep doing more rides like this. So if you guys like this content of me going out on my Bolt and kind of giving you the live review and just talking about things, I find it very fun. Let me know your comments, whatever it might be, feedback in general. I love doing this stuff and I'll probably do it even if it doesn't get a lot of views. But if you guys could like, share, subscribe to give me some feedback, I would love to hear it. Next ride is probably gonna be maybe something beach or more mountain focused, but I'm excited for it. So thanks for watching, guys, if you made it this far, and I will catch you on the next one.